All right. It's just me. You can't show the logo. No free ads. We lost because, that's just kind of how things go. But somehow not dead. Path to the playoffs. Am I kind of getting sold on it? Maybe. I said I wouldn't. I said I wouldn't get back invested. I said I wouldn't buy into it, but it feels like I might be buying into it. We're going to talk about that and probably mostly just that. Coming up next, Ron's doing some sort of holiday gathering. Apparently he cares about his family more than he cares about you guys, which is crazy. So feel free to attack him on the internet for that.
Your boys are ready to go. You already know. Grab a garage beer, let's flow. No filter needed. Beer's getting deleted. It's the Cincy Unfiltered Show. Let's go. Our boys are ready to go. Our boys are ready to go. You already know. Grab a garage beer, let's flow. No filter needed. Beer's getting deleted. It's the Cincy Unfiltered Show. Let's go. Our boys are ready to go.
Well, you saw it. 26-20. Patriots took us down in a game we probably should have won. In a game where the defense stuffs New England on a goal line stand, not once, but twice in the same drive after a terrible pass interference call on Dax Hill at the 1 yard line, I think it was. So you're like, okay, well, they're going to score now. Our defense isn't going to hold them twice, but they did. We stuffed them on like 11 straight plays at the goal line. Terrible pick six by Joe Flacco really stings. Not being able to score more than one touchdown after that kind of stings. Did they score another touchdown? I think they only scored. I don't know. We're kind of over it at this point. Lots of people in the chat. Paps Me a Beer says, can't believe Brown Santa made it first comment of the night. Mediocre with the chat at best. I think John should clarify that he works for UPS, and that's why he called himself that. I think some people could maybe misconstrue your wording on that, so I think you should make that clear. Chris Canny does believe the Bengals can run the table and win the AFC North. We agree with Chris Canny, and I would have told him, hey, I appreciate the optimism. I appreciate that, but I can't because he blocked me a long time ago because I told him he was a big, dumb dipshit, and he blocked me. I hope Ron is missing the show tonight because he's getting a haircut for Thanksgiving. Lots of slander about his hair in there. I like that. Burrow says the coaches are smart and put a lot of hours in. It's up to the players to go out and play. Who's Burrow's weed guy? I need a dime bag of that coach. Joe Burrow confirmed marijuana guy after they recovered all of his stolen jewelry. The police posted the picture, a little weed leaf in there. And I'm all for it. Go ahead. Do your thing, Joe. Stranger, did you change your name, or is YouTube blocking out the 420 that used to be there? Is this government propaganda that we're fighting against in the YouTube chat? I don't know. Michael Rolf's here and prepared to break the internet. Mike, you spent $100 in super chats last show. Tone it down, dude. You got to buy those Lululemon things that you were talking about for your kids. What was it called? Lulu whatever. And Lord Behemoth says I'm delusional Drew. So we'll run through the New England game here for a minute and just kind of talk about how that went. Joe Flacco, 19 of 37, 183 yards, one touchdown, and one terrible interception that was run back for a touchdown. It was he fucking double clutched it and then threw the check down, and it was just bad. Ran it straight back for 6. So that was rough. But this is the Joe Flacco arc. So we saw this when he went to Cleveland the first time. Honestly, he comes in short notice, throws the ball around the yard, lights it up, start winning some games. You're like, okay, we got a shot. We got a shot here. And then it kind of came back down to earth. So that's kind of what happened here. We didn't get all of the wins that Cleveland kind of got that year because the defense just kind of sold out on a couple of games. But he comes in, he plays good against the Packers. He beats Pittsburgh on Thursday Night Football, and we're thinking, okay, we got a shot. We're going to stay in this thing. He's going to get us a couple wins. Next thing you know, you lose to the fucking Jets and the fucking Bears, and you're staring death in the face. So he comes out yesterday, 1937, 183. Touchdown to Mitch Tinsley. Mitch Tinsley's a baller. We like Mitch Tinsley around here. We need Mitch Tinsley getting more snaps. Let's stop playing Andre Yoshavash over Mitchell Tinsley just because Yoshavash has cool hair and a fucking mustard billboard in Cincinnati. All right, let's fucking quit. Let's quit fucking around here. But that is the breakdown for Flacco's performance. The guys he was throwing the ball to, as I slander Andre Yoshavash, Yoshi leads the team, 4 receptions, 61 yards. Mike Gesicki, first game back, 4 receptions for 35. T. Higgins, 5 receptions for 31 before leaving with a scary concussion Honestly, that was scary seeing it from inside the stadium. Mitch Tinsley, as I mentioned, 5 receptions, 29 yards, 1 touchdown where he cooked Christian Gonzalez, one of the top corners in the league, cooked him up. Chase Brown chimes in with 2 receptions for 23. Tanner Hudson, 1 reception for 9 yards. Somebody else had 1 for 9, but I ran out of room. And we just don't throw a ball to Drew Sample enough. For being honest, we don't get the ball to DS89 enough. And I'm not saying that just because I gamble $50 on his anytime touchdown every single game. Remember that time it hit though? Week 3 against the Vikings? Got me like $1,400. That was a good day. And then the running game continues to be good. Chase Brown continues to be a stud. Samaje Perine out with an ankle injury. Taj Brooks leaves the game with a concussion. So it's all on Chase Brown. He did talk to the media today and said, if that's the way it goes, I'm built for it. Load me up. Let's ride. So we like that a lot. So it's very good to see this running game come to life. I'm very interested to see now that Burrow is back under center Thursday night, how this running game goes now. Because is Zach going to tuck? I can't fucking speak. Reset. Is Zach going to trot him out there and drop him back 45 times and do all the shit that we've seen all these years as he's coming back from this injury? Or are we going to continue to run the football? Chase Brown's running out of shotgun about as much as he did last year. We're just getting much better run blocking up front, to be completely honest with you. Dalton Reisner had a solid day on Sunday. And things are coming along. Amarius Mims is becoming exactly what they drafted him to be. Ted Karras is still playing very, very good football. Dylan Fairchild growing as a rookie. Orlando Brown Jr. started off very rough, started to come back a little bit, but on the last play of the game when the Bengals were trying to keep the drive alive, he did get a little bit cooked, and Flacco took the shot on the last play of the game. So up and down there, but all in all, Goodberry posted it. I don't remember the exact numbers, but this is the best pass blocking production that the Bengals have gotten out of their offensive line since 2014. I'm very interested to see if and how any of that changes with Burrow back under center, because this is very important. Running the ball for over 100 against Pittsburgh twice was very important. This kid can run the rock. He can trot the tater down the field. So I'm really interested to see if and how that changes, because I still think that Joe Burrow has too much say at times over play calling and over how the offense is going to run. So what is it? Turn the heat on, Drew's Chiller. Are my nipples popping out, dude? Are my nips showing, dude? Are my nips out? I got no nips out, dude. Yeah, Reisner was looking good, dude. Yeah, we have Brightwell, Gary Brightwell as running back 4 or something like that. But if my nipples come out, congratulations to you for getting a free show. And then switching over to the defensive side of the game, Barrett Carter, 16 tackles, 8 of them solo, did lead the team in tackles. There were still times where it felt like he was lost out there. Lots of blown assignments and pass coverage from the rookie linebackers, which is both of them. That's Knight and Carter. Sometimes Carter's still just taking bad angles. I don't know. He's a rookie. I guess you coach it out of him. Still not 100% sure that we're just going to say that was the right move, but it is the move that they made. Geno Stone, 13 tackles, 6 of them solo, 1 pick 6. Michael Roth, you son of a bitch, dude. $100 super chat from Michael Roth. Put the card down. Take the card away from Mike. We don't deserve it. We appreciate it. We love you for it, but we do not deserve it. Knocked one of my earphones out. So discombobulated. $100 super chat, biggest super chat we've ever received on this show. Holy shit. He says, happy Thanksgiving, you fantastic, wonderful people. Wishing you all the best during the holidays. Labubu's, I still hate you. 9 is back with an Iron Man toe. I like that a lot. We appreciate you. We do not deserve your money. We especially do not deserve $100 of your money on a single comment. But I wish the best to you and your family as well. If I can assist you in acquiring these Labubus, send me a text because I feel like I owe you. This show is presented by Rolf Dentistry. Essentially, yes. Basically, yes. Holy shit, man. Thank you. We truly do appreciate you. You're an awesome human being, but we don't deserve your money. We really don't deserve it. what do I do with that? Where was I? I got sidetracked by Rolf just throwing dollars at me. I feel like I should dance for it. I don't know if he wants that. He might want his money back. Geno Stone with the pick six. Terrible throw by Drake May. Horrible, awful throw by Drake May. But I can't blame Geno Stone for that. Right place, right time. Picked that thing. Took it to the crib. House called it. Demetrius Knight, 8 tackles, 3 solo, 1 tackle for loss. Joseph Osai, 8 tackles, 3 solo, 1 tackle for loss. Jordan Battle, 6 tackles, 1 solo. Dax Hill, Michigan man, 4 tackles, 3 solo. And they're hard for Dr. Rolf to walk with those giant nuts. I agree. I don't know what it's like when he's trying to stuff them in his slacks every morning before he goes to the office. And one Bengal defender is going to get his own slide in the box score breakdown. And the reason he's going to get his own slide in the box score breakdown is because all you motherfuckers, probably you Buckeye homers that can't let go of the fact that he played at the University of Michigan, told me that that DJ Turner stunk. You told me that to my face on the internet, if that's how it works. You guys told me he stunk. I stood tall. I said, no, I believe in DJ Turner. I believe in Michigan man DJ Turner. He's going to turn it around. And now we're looking at one of the best corners in the NFL. He's playing in the top 5 of the league right now. He's balling. And these numbers from Joe Goodberry for the PFF crowd. DJ Turner now ranks 2nd in coverage grade from PFF out of 79 quarterbacks. 46.3% completion rate when targeted ranks 3rd. His 13 forced incompletions rank 1st. Guy knocks the ball away. He allows a catch 1 every 21.1 snaps on coverage. That also ranks 1st. His grade in man coverage ranks 10th. You told me he stunk. You told me to give up on him in camp. When some clips came out of training camp and it wasn't looking all that great at certain times, he's going up against Chase and Higgins in camp. Don't forget that. 2 top receivers in the league. And I said, stay the course. Trust DJ Turner. Trust Michigan man. And now all of you must look at me and tell me I was right, because whether you like it or not, you are in Juan Drago's world, baby. Shout out to DJ Turner, all pro type season coming from the Michigan man. I told you give him time. He was forced into way too much action as a rookie. Last year, balling against the Chargers, balling, having his coming out party, and then breaks the clavicle, and he's on the shelf for the rest of the year. Fully healthy DJ Turner this year. He allowed 2 catches for 20 yards to Stephon Diggs on Sunday. Stephon Diggs has more children on the way with multiple women than he had receptions in the game on Sunday. And that's because he was on One Drago Island. So I would like to let you all know that I am owed an apology. I deserve an apology. And I expect an apology from the DJ Turner haters. There was a couple dudes on Twitter a while back. I remember going back and forth with them. I need to find the interaction because they were trying to tell me he stunk, and I was a big dumb dipshit. And guess what? He's one of the best in the game, baby. Number 20 for Cincinnati. Extend him now. Get out in front of it. Just go ahead and throw him the contract. Pay the guy his fucking money because he's that damn good. He is that damn good. Some text messages coming through of just complete utter lies from people that I'm not even going to justify that text I just got with broadcasting it on the internet. I got too many haters to even bookmark. My bookmarks are fucking wild. I just recently had to separate my bookmarks into folders for different scenarios because it was getting so out of control. But the Bengals have lost so much that I spent a lot of time clearing out my bookmarks because I don't need them because we ended up getting the shit beat out of us. So that's kind of how life goes. There's Labubu negotiations going on in the chat. You love to see that. Mike Cannon's back. How are you? What I tell you about Chris Jenkins? I might have been wrong about Chris Jenkins, but give him another year. DJ Turner blossomed in year 3. Maybe Chris Jenkins pops off next year. But right now, it looks like I was wrong about Chris Jenkins. I'm not afraid to admit that. Purcell Gaines is here. Purcell Gaines is on every platform I ever go live on. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Purcell's always there, bringing the vibes, bringing the good energy, and I appreciate the hell out of that. So shout out to you, Purcell. I'm glad to see you here tonight. Joe Burrow is GM/player. Maybe. They did everything he wanted to do, though, and the defense stinks. But I think he's pretty heavily involved in personnel decisions, as much as the Brown family will let him be, at least. So you got that going for you. Yeah, Buckeye's going to have to take this shit back. Going to have to. Oh, you're saying about to take this shit back against Michigan. No, that's not going to happen. I thought you meant take back the shit they were talking about DJ Turner. They're not taking shit back on Saturday, dude. Michigan moves up to 15, beats Ohio State, gets into the playoff, probably runs the piss out of the football, plays defense against everybody, and wins the national championships. Probably how that's going to go. But we don't need to go all into that. What do you say, dude? What do you say, Matt? What'd you say, dude? Glad to see you here. And I think that since Joe Burrow is coming back on Thursday, on Thanksgiving, I think what we should probably do, I think we do it. I think we hit the button.
Second of the season. And the Bengals go up again.
We got to hit the button, dude. I mean, he's coming back Thursday night, prime time, Thanksgiving. Everybody's going to be full of food. I might be a little boozed up. I might just drink the whole day on Thanksgiving. Really, who cares? But, I mean, there's a chance that we see the Burrow gritty on Thursday Night Football, if you think.
Second of the season. And the Bengals go up again.
I mean, you love to see it. You love to see it. The guy does the gritty Thursday Night Football, beating Baltimore, keeping the playoff hopes alive, the slim playoff hopes. We'll get to that in a minute. And the guy just gritties across your screen on Thanksgiving night. That's all you're going to see. It just claps from the crowd. I found out there's buttons I can put in here to make sounds on here now, so we can do this shit. That's cool. What else we got? That's a little one. Got a gong. That's my pants if Joe Burrow gritties on Thursday night. That's what happens right there. So yeah, cool stuff that you found out you could do here. It's like a little like soundboard type thing. PBR was good, brother. What's up, Wedge? Happy holidays to you, my guy. T's and P's to my grandma when I yell at her when Sacto somehow ruins the game. Yeah, I did that tweet. I didn't expect that tweet to get like 3 million views and have pro athletes replying to it, but that was pretty funny stuff. We love that. But yeah. Is the train effect when opposing offense runs a train on our defense? It could be. Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. So it's like Colston Loveland catches the ball at the 40, and oh my God. Just ran a train on the whole defense, and now we lose the game. Could be. Let's talk about these playoff hopes. I'm flying through this show. This might be a short one. We got 20 minutes. We're 18 minutes in, and I've talked a lot of shit already, but that's all right. We can do a Q&A or something. I'll just hang out with the boys in the chat tonight. It's really all you can do on a night like this. We talk about Thanksgiving foods. We can talk about lots of things. But there is a path to the playoffs for the Cincinnati Bengals. So it's kind of crazy. We've known for a couple weeks now, really the only way they get into the playoffs is if they win the AFC North, right? You got to win the division to get the playoffs. Not only does that mean a playoff berth, that means a home playoff game. That means extra garage beers out by the highway. I'm in. All right. Now I did tweet. I was in on tanking. I was in on not playing Burrow because I don't want to see the guy get hurt. And then I watched Joe Burrow talk to the media today. I'm back. I'm sorry. I'm back. He fucking sold me. The internet can't sell me. You people on Twitter made a lot of people mad on the internet, which is something I'm pretty good at. I'm a pussy. I'm a hoe. I don't like the Bengals. All this bullshit. You're not going to sway my opinion on Twitter. You're not going to do it. All right. But that number 9, when he sits down, he flashes that smile, that little Joe Burrow smirk, tells the reporters, I'm a football player. When I'm healthy, I'm going to play football. I'm like, God damn right you are, Joe. You're right. I don't know what the fuck I've been tweeting for 2 weeks. I'm a fucking idiot. You're Joe Burrow. You know what you're talking about. I don't. I'm a fucking idiot. So yeah, Burrow comes out and does the Burrow thing. And I'm like, okay, I'm back. I'm back. He came out to the press conference and flipped my fucking whole headspace because how could I go against that, man?
Second of the season. And the Bengals go up again.
So I'm back. Joe Burrow wants to play football. I want Joe Burrow to play football. If he gets hurt, I will and reserve the right to completely flip my stance, talk about all the times I said that he shouldn't play and how dumb Zach is and how dumb this front office is for letting him go out there and get hurt in games that don't mean shit. I reserve the right to do that because I will do that. And I'm not above telling you that I will do that. But for right now, I watched Joe Burrow talk to the fucking reporters, and holy shit, the guy sold me. He did the Joe Burrow thing. Now I want to play. Joe Burrow, anytime rushing touchdown, might have to hammer it, Mike. Might have to hammer it on BetJack. Shout out Ohio Sportsbook. Might have to do it. Might have to. And Joe Burrow coming back. Let's look at this thing objectively now. I have a schedule after Bengals games when they lose specifically. I'm pissed on Sunday when they lose. I'm pissed on Monday. I'm pissed on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, I start to get over it. And then Thursday, irrational hope kicks back in, right? Like, oh, shit, we can still get in. Irrational hope that I know I shouldn't have hits about Thursday. But we've had to abbreviate a little bit. We got a short week. We play Thursday. I've had to accelerate my schedule a little bit. Pissed off yesterday. Pissed off Monday. Kind of halfway through the day today, Burrow talks to the media, and I'm like, I'm back. I'm back to the irrational hope situation. And the reason I'm back to the irrational hope situation is because the path to the playoffs has been revealed. And this is how the Cincinnati Bengals can make the playoffs. Got to win out. Got to beat Baltimore. Got to beat Buffalo. Got to beat Baltimore again. Got to beat the Cardinals. Got to beat the Dolphins. Got to beat the Browns. Got to do it. None of this matters if we lose another game. It's all over if we lose Thursday night. And then we need the Ravens to lose both the matchups to the Bengals, obviously, because we have to win out, and lose one other game. They got to lose to somebody else. I believe they have the Steelers and the Patriots on the schedule. Those are two games that they could lose. There is a scenario we could get in at 8-9 if the Steelers and the Ravens go 7-10. Yes, Chris, but I don't know that is. I don't know how likely that is. Burrow back with a pissed off Jamar is going to be fun. Jamar Chase is pissed, and I like that. This is also too. Team going around, fuck the team long term because back comes back, but I would rather not be sad during the holidays. That's kind of true. So Baltimore loses 2 to the Bengals in one other game. Steelers lose 3 games. One of them would have to be a division game. So that's where it gets a little bit tricky. You're going to need Pittsburgh to lose to a Cleveland or a Baltimore. But you also kind of wouldn't care. I guess you want Baltimore to lose the other game, not to Pittsburgh. They got to lose it to like the Patriots. And that's fine. That's very doable. Patriots, good football team. Then Pittsburgh loses 3 of their last games, one of them being in the division. In that specific scenario, the Bengals win the AFC North because they have the tiebreaker with Pittsburgh because they would then have a 5-1 division record. That means playoff game, Paycor Stadium, me under the highway, extremely boozed up. Probably riding around on the Zamboni. I don't know if you guys saw the videos. I was trotting around the tailgate lots on it. In the Kajana Carter jersey last week. This is a scenario where the Bengals are in the playoffs and we're hosting a playoff game. I believe, depending on how other things shake out, it could be Buffalo coming back to Paycor. Buffalo coming back into Paycor Stadium. DeMar Hamlin game, wild scene. Bengals that same season go to Buffalo, bust them up, knock them out of the playoffs, break up the Stephon Diggs, Josh Allen bromance, if you think about it. The following year, Buffalo comes back to Paycor, stripe out, one that actually worked and didn't get taken over by Blue, and we beat them. Joe Burrow beats shit out of Josh Allen. If you think about it, there could be a 7-4 matchup. Someone said he didn't have a babysitter. I don't know what that means, but anyway, whatever. So that's there. There's a fucking real possibility. Injury report just came out for Bengals Ravens. Lamar Jackson was a full participant. Kyle Hamilton was limited. Todd Brooks not practicing for the Bengals with a concussion. Burrow full go. Flacco full go. Trey not participating. Zach already said he's out. T not participating. Zach already said he's out. P. Ryan full practice again. You like that? Camp sample limited. Marco Wilson DNP. So you've got that happening. So that's the injury report that just came out. So yes, it's delusional. Yes, it's very, very unlikely. But I've come to the realization that no matter how many tweets I post, Joe Burrow's going to play football. No matter how many tweets I post, the Bengals aren't going to tank. Zach's coaching for his job, maybe. Guys are coaching for maybe their jobs if the whole staff gets gutted out. Who knows? No matter what I say on the internet, the Bengals aren't going to tank. No matter what I say on the internet, Joe Burrow's going to play football. And there is still a path to the playoffs. Who am I to give up on that? Who am I to just say, fuck it, let's try to lose for Caleb Downs? As much as I love Caleb Downs as a prospect, went to a very, very bad school. Went to two bad schools, actually. Bama, then Ohio State. Gross. But love him as a football player, love him as a prospect. But who am I to just throw in the towel and not want to sneak into the playoffs? Put Joe Burrow in the playoffs. Anything can happen. Defense played good the last couple games. If you look at the Pittsburgh game, defense played pretty good. Offense put them in bad spots. Last week, defense gave up 16 points. Not bad. Not bad. That is a lot of scenario for a 1% chance. You're right. You're absolutely right. But I'm just saying it's out there. And no matter what I think or what we think on the internet, they're not going to tank. They're not going to put Burrow on the shelf for the rest of the year. So I can bitch about it or I can get on board. And maybe, just maybe, we sneak this thing into the playoffs and it starts right there at Paycor Stadium. Maybe we win. Maybe we win the wild card round. Maybe we go on a run. Maybe we have the most improbable Super Bowl run ever. You remember when the Giants beat the undefeated Patriots? The Giants stunk the whole year. Got a little hot at the end. Snuck in. Made some noise. Blemishes all over Tom Brady's resume. Joe Burrow's better than Eli Manning ever woke up and thought about being. It could happen, dude. Maybe Trey gets a little healthy. Starts rushing the passer again. Start touching quarterbacks. We've been running the ball pretty good. Got to run the ball in the playoffs. It's far-fetched. It's not likely. It's not realistic. But it's there. And as long as it's there, Joe Burrow and the Bengals are going to go after it. So I might as well join them and stop bitching on the internet about what I think. Because breaking news, they don't give a fuck. So I'm in. We're going to make the playoffs. We're probably going to win the Super Bowl. Giants had Strahan. We got Miles fucking Murphy, dog. How about that? Give me, dude, I'm serving up double shots of cope everywhere. I'm serving out copium, hopium, all that shit. Yeah, they did have a very, very good defense. Appreciate the optimism. Thank you. It just started like 4 hours ago, though. I was pretty fucking dead, down in the dumps. Nothing mattered in life. Probably about 5 hours ago, but 4 hours ago, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I just hop on this train. Maybe I just hop on the hype train. Maybe I just hop on the Bengals doing the impossible. Defying all the odds. Sneaking into the dance. And I did that all without garage beer. But imagine how much I could do it with garage beer. Good thing about a pregnant wife. There's literally no reason I can't just drink beer all day on Thanksgiving. Actually, I'm hosting like 4 Thanksgivings at my house. There's no reason I can't just drink through all of them. Because if anybody's got to drive, she'll just have to drive. She's pregnant. She can't drink booze anyway. So I might pound 475 garage beers over this holiday weekend. Drew will get in your unmarked van, especially if it has stripes. I own a van with stripes, dude. I own a van with stripes. If you want to buy garage beer, just fucking go to the store, dude. They all got it. Sheetz got it. Shell's got it. Kroger's got it. Costco's got it. Sam's Club's got it. Myers got it. Anywhere any of you sons of bitches shop, you can buy garage beer. Or you can go to drinkgaragebeer.com, find beer, buy merch. Lots of good merch on the garage beer site these days. Lots of good merch out there. No text from Dad tonight. He must not be watching. There's some people in town. He's probably out on the town doing his thing. We're driving separate on Thanksgiving. I didn't know that there was any schedule conflicts. I fucking hate the holidays, dude. Holidays are fucking dumb. Anyway, I'll just have to get drunk and drive if I don't have the kid then. I thought we had one, maybe two places to actually go on Thanksgiving. Apparently there's been another one tossed in that I didn't know about. So cool. Let's talk about Thanksgiving for a minute. We got some time. I'm very bummed about this unknown Thanksgiving that was thrown in. That's fucking horrible. In the chat, best Thanksgiving food in the chat. I want to know. I got my answer. I think Ron didn't do the show tonight because I was going to make him answer for the bullshit that he fed us last year about this garbage plate where you put everything on the plate. And then he said, you mix it up and it sounds like a fucking milkshake of Thanksgiving food. That's teetering on domestic terrorism. It is. It's teetering on domestic terrorism. Is there a Thursday show this week? There's not a Thursday show this week because it's Thanksgiving and the Bengals play. I think that he's ducking the smoke of me calling him out on this garbage plate situation that he's talking about. Speaking of food, I have an announcement. We're going to come back to Thanksgiving in a minute. I forgot. I have an announcement. In the first week of December, beginning December 1st, which is a Monday, for 1 week, I'm only going to eat items that are on the Gold Star Chili menu. I've been in touch with Gold Star's people. They've been in touch with my people, who is me. I am my people. We're going to do a Gold Star challenge. So Monday, December 1st, I'm not a breakfast guy. I don't really eat breakfast. So I'm pretty much just a lunch and dinner guy for that entire week. So from that Monday through dinner that Sunday, I will only be eating items off the Gold Star Chili menu. I'm going to document that. I'm going to probably record some videos and talk about how much weight I gain. And it's going to be like a supersize me, but Gold Star Chili situation. We just agreed to terms on that earlier today. And it's going to be a fun ride. Pray for my toilets. Pray for my toilets. I'm not sure how I feel about you switching to the dark side. Well, see, here's the thing. Here's the thing about that. I used to do a little business with Skyline, but I feel like I have been restricted from a more diverse menu because I fell for the chili propaganda. I fell for the big chili push that was going on, but I had Gold Star and it's good. It's good stuff. And they got, I don't have to just eat chili for a week either. They got burgers, they got chicken, they got sandwiches, they got, I think, wraps. They've got a diverse menu. And I did tell them that I don't like cheese. I did. They told me that today. Breezy says, good thing Gold Star has good burgers and double dexters. I've never had one. So I've only had chili from Gold Star ever. But I feel like I could get through a week relatively easy because there's a very, very diverse menu there. Tendies, wraps, yeah, we got lots of stuff going on. I don't know what Columbus chili is, stranger. I don't know what Columbus chili is. Ron isn't here and the entire show is going to shit. Gold Star. This isn't a show deal. They're not like a sponsor of the show unless they want to be. This is strictly just something that I'm doing. Strictly something that I'm doing. So I got the Gold Star app today. I looked through it. Lots of enticing menu options on there. So I'm doing my wife and child will not be doing it, obviously, but I will be doing the Gold Star Challenge effective December 1st. So I wanted to just let you guys know that first. This is the first time I've publicly spoken about it. Breezy says the burgers fuck. I like that. I like a burger that fucks. So yeah, I don't know exactly how it's all going to go down. We've talked about me potentially meeting up with their marketing team to do some filming and things of that nature. So I don't know exactly how it's all going to go. But that's happening. Now back to Thanksgiving food. How many people are in here are ham over turkey type people? I've seen a lot of that lately. I've seen a lot of ham over turkey talk on the internet. I'm not a ham guy. I'm a turkey guy. So I like the air fryer turkey. I had to go on a wild goose chase. What? Can't talk. Wild goose chase on Sunday night after the game. I was lugging around a washer and dryer, helping out a buddy, and then had to go to multiple Kroger's to try to find the right turkey breasts for all of these 475 Thanksgivings that we have to do. And apparently there's another one on Thanksgiving Day that I wasn't aware of that I just found out about in the fucking YouTube comments. But I'm not hosting that one. So she air fries the turkey breast. It's the savory herb turkey breast. She air fries it, gets a nice crisp crust on it, but it's still juicy in the middle. It's very, very good. Turkey's overrated in the chat from BJ McKinney. Wow. I'm not a pork guy though. I don't eat pork unless it's bacon because it's bacon. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not a pork guy. It's not because I'm like Muslim or anything. I just don't really. I find the pig to be a disgusting animal, and I don't want to eat it. Had a friend who had Skyline chili described to her on stream from a Cincy native, and she called it a food crime. Her opinions regarding Gold Star have not been made clear. I mean, it's the same kind of stuff, you know? Yeah, not a pork guy. Don't like ham. Don't like pork chops. But like, I'm never going to turn down bacon. But I will say, and this is gonna shock a lot of people and probably hurt a lot of feelings in the chat. If you give me the choice between turkey bacon and regular bacon, I'm taking turkey bacon every day. Taking turkey bacon all day. Big Whoop, want to fight about it? What are you going to do about it? I am. Turkey bacon all day. But also big sweet potato with the yams guy. Hey, Paps, we've had a hell of a run, my boy. I can't believe you stuck around this long. Godspeed, Johnny Paps. Godspeed, UPS Santa Claus. Lord Behemoth says I'm entitled to my wrong opinion. This is America, goddammit. I am entitled to my opinion, but it's the correct one. It's right. It's the right opinion. I stand here every time I give my food opinions, and I fight against the mob that attacks me. The woke mob comes at me for my food takes. But I stand tall, just like I stand tall as I defend DJ Turner. I stood strong and defended DJ Turner, and I was vindicated. I was vindicated in my defense of DJ Turner, and I plan to do the same for all of my food takes. You probably have ketchup on your hot dogs, like some sort of food barbarian. Yes, 100% ketchup is the only condiment for a hot dog. I've shared I don't know if you were around yet, Lord Behemoth, but I've shared my hatred for mustard. Not even my hatred. I fear mustard. I am afraid of mustard. Fucking gross. Disgusting. Foul. Bottom of the barrel condiment. Disgusting. I have not tried Geta yet either. I have not. Got to have the pumpkin pie. Yeah. Shout out to Frisch's. They went out of business and that sucks, but you can still buy their pumpkin pies at Kroger. Got to go pick up a few. They're like fucking $15, but I'm going to buy 8 of them. Who cares? And eat them all. Yeah, cranberry sauce isn't really doing it for me too. Would you go green bell peppers on a burger? Not a pepper guy. Not peppers. Stranger, hot take. Cranberry sauce is disgusting. I'm with you. I agree. I don't see the potential. I don't see the hype. Especially the kind where it comes out of the can. You can still see the rings from the can on it. It's just fucking jiggling on a plate. Like, get the fuck out of my way so I can get to the mashed potatoes. Okay? I don't need you fucking around. If you're blocking me from getting to the stuffing, the dressing, I'll fucking cut your whole thing in half. Fuck you. Give me the stovetop stuffing, please. So I'm with you on cranberry sauce. Absolutely. 100% with you on that. At the start of one of my classes today, professor asked this, and he said the answer was gravy. In the first 5 minutes of my economics class, is gravy a food or a condiment? Oh, man. Gravy's a condiment, right? It's a condiment. Yeah, stovetop is the best, dude. Get it. Mustard on a hot dog is the only condiment that go on a hot dog, period. Ketchup is horrific on a hot dog. Mike, just because you give us your hard-earned money doesn't mean that I can't tell you that this is just a horrible opinion. It's a horrible take. The ballpark dog, Great American Ballpark, 3 ketchup packets on that joint. Oh, come on. What are we doing? Well, Rolf's getting cultured here. Pico de Gallo on a hot dog? My credit score is not even high enough to do that, dude. I didn't even know that was allowed. I didn't know that was illegal. I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could do that. I had no fucking clue you could do that. But best dish on Thanksgiving, 100%. The yams with the marshmallows on top. Oh, marshmallows get that little crispy on top. Maybe you want to get real naughty. Real naughty. You sprinkle a little brown sugar on top of the marshmallows. Fuck me up. Ruin me. Get inside me and ruin me right now. The sweet potato, the yams with the sauce. Shout out Bruce's Yams. Free ad to Bruce's Yams. I got fucking a 55-gallon drum of them upstairs. And I'm going to crush them all. I'm going to wipe it out. Supposed to be banana pudding, but last time we ended up with banana soup. So I don't know how that's going to work out. Free ads for Thanksgiving. Yeah, that's fair. I feel like that's fair. That is fair. See, you guys are getting crazy. Grilled onions, jalapeno relish, mango lime salsa on a wiener. Too much going on there. You're overcomplicating the dog at that point. You're doing too much to the glizzy. There's too much happening on the glizzy in that scenario. That's fucking crazy work. That's crazy work. Smoke a brisket for Thanksgiving? I can get down with that. I can rock with a little smoked brisket on Thanksgiving. I like that. I'm not sure I'm taking it over a Thanksgiving turkey, a properly prepared turkey, but I fuck with a smoked brisket for sure. Drew would like hospital food. Hey, dude, shout out Miami Valley South. Good burger down there at Miami Valley South. Go there for my dad's treatments. Pop down, get a burger for lunch. Not bad. Not bad chicken tenders either. Wedge is maybe the brisket goat. Wedge might be the brisket goat of anybody who has ever interacted with this show. Wedge Gordon might be the guy. Wedge, you get fucking around in the kitchen or on the grill or on the Blackstone. Wedge be making erotic shit happening. It's pretty wild what old Wedge Gordon can do when he really gets in the zone and he really fucking hits his stride. Guy's throwing it down. He's not watching, but Lorenzo Soros also, guy throws down. I've never tasted it, but I've seen the pictures and I know that food fucks. This is a very good point to maybe get us back on track. Fuck the Ravens. Fuck the Ravens. Fuck their fans. You remember when they chanted fuck Joe Burrow after he lost his season on their field on a Thursday night game? Fuck that. Fuck those people. I hope their turkey's dry as fuck. I hope their family argues over politics the entire fucking Thanksgiving gathering. I hope the weather is dog shit. And then I hope they get the fuck beat out of them in front of the entire planet in prime time on Thanksgiving when Joe Burrow gets his fucking lick back. That's what I hope for Baltimore, its fans, and its community. That's how I hope their holiday goes. Did I go too far? Probably not. I don't think I went far enough. Fuck those people. They're flirting with the Buckeye fans on most insufferable fan lists. Fuck Ed Reed, too, while we're at it. Fuck him. That's also part of what switched my motivation about don't play Burrow, let's tank, and all that stuff. Fuck the Ravens. Fuck the Ravens. Fuck those fans. They're the worst. They might be the worst. Professional, they might be the worst. Are they even educated enough? No, and that's why they all argue. That's why I hope they all argue over their dinner. Because actually nobody in the room will probably know what the fuck they're talking about. And fuck that guy. The Ravens fan that fucking sucker punched the guy and was like, I don't lose. And then he went to jail. Fuck that guy too. He's a Ravens fan. I want him to have a shitty Thanksgiving. I want Lamar Jackson to have a shitty Thanksgiving. I want Roquan Smith to have the worst Thanksgiving of his life. Fuck Roquan Smith. With a spiked baseball bat. Fuck that guy. Is how I feel. Yeah, that's what I want for Baltimore. And I hope, I'll probably clip some of this, but I hope Baltimore fans somehow find this. I hope they do. And I hope that they bookmark it. And I hope that they make edits of it, hoping that they can post it on Thanksgiving night to spin the block and get me back, but they can't because we just beat them. We just walked into their trap and took over their trap, as the children would say. Michael Roth just gave us another $20. Guys just throwing it around. That's probably 4 Lululemons you've spent tonight or whatever the fuck they're called. Does Burrow play the whole game Thursday? If he does, the Bengals win. I pray to God Joe Burrow plays the whole game because the only way he comes out is if he's hurt. The only way he comes out is if something bad happens. And I don't know that I'm mentally strong enough to handle something bad happening to Joe Burrow again. Ravens fans, or if you take Browns fans and make them worse. Describing a Ravens fan is like, think about Chiefs fans without the vice-like grip on reality, you know? Ruff's third leg is dragging the floor. Guys just... Business is probably really good after the holidays. Everybody's eating like shit. Teeth are falling apart. My teeth are falling apart. That or Drew taking an indefinite hiatus from social media to focus on his mental health. No, I stay in the trenches, dude. I live in the paint. And sometimes when you live your life in the paint, you're going to get dunked on. And that's okay. But I'm not leaving for a mental health hiatus. I've decided that my mental health is probably just going to be fucked for the rest of my life. Because I'm a Bengals fan. So I'm staying right there in the paint. And if I get dunked on, I get dunked on. It happens. I don't win them all. I think I win more than I lose. Internet interactions. But when you live your life in the paint, sometimes you're going to get dunked on. If we were up enough, Burrow could come out early. That's true. I would love it to be mid-fourth quarter. We're up 4 scores, and here comes Joe Flacco trotting back onto the field in Baltimore. Throws another touchdown to Mitch Tinsley. Flips off the crowd. Fuck you. That'd be dope. He would never do that, but that would be cool. And then on the way to grab the turkey leg that the MVP of the game gets, it's going to be Joe Burrow. And guess how he's going to walk up and approach them to get the turkey leg? Probably like
second of the season. And the Bengals go up again.
He gritties up, grabs the turkey leg, takes a bite, does the post-game interview, and next thing you know, I'm sitting in my basement, and all my wife from upstairs can hear is my pants are going to be jumping up and down, if you know what I'm saying. Watching football is an erotic experience for me. Roth will pay Burrow's fine for the double bird. That would be good. That would be good. There's one more thing to talk about. One more thing to talk about before we get out of here. Can you guys stick around for 1 minute? My screen's acting funny. I got to fix something. Watch a word from the sponsor real quick. I'll be right back.
At Garage Beer, we take light beer seriously.
Oh, those are still hell.
Not that seriously. Ooh, definitely not that seriously either. About as seriously as we take our lawn care. Or coaching my 5-year-old's t-ball team. Go Bears. But when it comes to beer, it's all about quality. And also quantity, I guess. We just think beer tastes better when it's not brewed in tanks the size of Texas. Sure, we take very seriously making the best light beer this side of the moon, but not much else. We're not big detail guys. We're here for off-brand chips, beer-flavored beers, and good times in the garage. Garage Beer, beer-flavored beer.
Now, I know this is a Bengals show, but we got to talk about what's going to happen on Saturday. We have to. We can't ignore it. We can't ignore what's going to happen on Saturday. I'm so sorry for the issue that I had with my screen. I don't know what happened. But we got to talk about what's going to happen on Saturday. BJ said he's leaving. What is Saturday? It's the game. What is the game? Well, it's Michigan, Ohio State. Michigan's playoff life on the line. All the pressure on Ryan Day. Text from Dad coming in hot. Dad must not be watching tonight, and I was really hoping he was because I've had this whole thing planned. But I don't think he's tuned in tonight. But in Ann Arbor, you remember last year when Michigan was 21-point underdogs in Columbus and they won? Do you remember in 2023 when all the marbles were on the line? Maybe the biggest, most meaningful matchup of the game ever. And Dayton, Ohio legend Rod Moore from Northmont High School intercepted Kyle McCord to seal the game, dashing Ohio State's hopes at a national championship before Michigan would go on to beat Alabama and beat Washington and hoist the trophy. You remember when that happened? Do you remember that? Because I do. And the Saturday after Thanksgiving, it's always the day of reckoning. And they feel real confident this year. Everybody, there's no chance you beat us this year. There's no chance. We got this and that and that. And that's what you told me last year. You should have beat us by 40 last year. You should have beat us by 40. And you lost by 3. Because something happens when Ryan Day sees that block M across the field from him. You saw it when he played Missouri the same year that he lost to Michigan when in the Tampax Bowl or whatever the fuck they were in. It was not as prestigious as the ReliaQuest Bowl, whatever the bowl they were in. I know that. I don't know, what was it the most meaningful? The 1-2 matchup was a good one. The second half was played under the lights, which was awesome. Rest in peace, Bo Schembechler, died the night before. But as I say every year, that's why they set the football down and they play the game. That's why we kicked this thing off the Saturday after Thanksgiving. And guess what? You lost to Davis Warren last year. Guess who we got now? That's Bryce Underwood, baby. And everybody wants to hate on Bryce Underwood. He's a true freshman. He's playing high school football a year ago. Yeah, there's going to be some growing pains. Everybody knew that. But he's 10 times better than the quarterback that beat you last year with 62 passing yards and 2 picks. And he can run that. He can run the rock. He can huck the tater a little bit. And now you got to come to A2? You got to come north? Julian's saying Ohio State hasn't been tested yet. They haven't played anybody. Oh, congratulations. You played Texas. They got 14 losses with their Division IV high school quarterback, Arch Manning, stinking it up every time they play anybody good. Bryce will not win against Ohio State his whole career. That's exactly what they said about J.J. McCarthy. Hell, they said it about Davis Warren. Davis Warren will leave college football undefeated as a starter against Ohio State. And that guy stinks. Shout out to him. He beat leukemia. You love that. Not good at football, though. Congrats, you're repeating what every SEC fan. You're repeating what every Ohio State fan has said to me for the last 4 years. Now, this is a week where I start saying some shit on the internet. And the people that follow me for the Bengals, they leave. I typically lose between 300 to 400 followers in a week this time of year. But the real ones stay. The real ones know. Sundays are always going to mean more. But man, that Saturday after Thanksgiving's fun. I mean, we didn't even know what AI was the last time Ohio State won. I think the last Ohio State win is in black and white. The year that Ryan Day won with all the Urban's players, wherever that was. But you're not going to leave because you love me. You love me, Bags. And I know you do, and I love you back. There's a man that watches the show sometime named Alex Gatto. We wanted to fist fight each other in 2023. We were going at it on the internet, wanting to fight. And now we're good Twitter buddies. We put our differences aside because for the greater good of the Bengals is always what's going to matter. But, I mean, ChatGPT wasn't out. I couldn't download the Sora app back then. I mean, it's we didn't even know what COVID was yet. So it feels weird. Bet you a Cincy hat on the game. I've got a lot of bets out on the game already. But we can do that, Devin. DM me. We'll set it up. I don't have any nicotine down here. Didn't bring it with me, so it's about time to get out of here. But I knew that I was risking offending some people that I truly love, appreciate, and admire by running the Garage Beer ad and popping back on wearing this. But I just felt like I had to do it. It felt like something that had to be done. It is the game week. Shout out the Maxim Report. He just did a sit down with Jim Tressel yesterday. So if you're a Buckeye fan, go check it out. He did talk to the sweater vest the other day. In terms of freshman rocking shit, I still love Bear Backemeyer, but I gotta say Bryce is a future number one. Yeah, he's gonna be fucking really good. He's finding touch on that ball. I know you saw that touchdown he threw. You'll be wearing that Ohio State jersey on Saturday. That's what they keep saying. That's what they keep saying. Said it last year. I walked into Ziggy's. Shout out Ziggy's, Moraine, Ohio. I've watched the game there every year since I was 14 years old with my dad. Shout out that place. But I walked in there last year expecting defeat. I thought we were going to get fucking boat raced. I did. And then I got it's me in a sea of red in this place. And there's one other guy that's always wearing a Michigan hoodie. And I walk over, we take a picture together. I say, my man, and that's it. Don't know his name. Been doing this ritual with him for like 10 years. Only time we ever speak. But it's mainly me because he's quiet. He's reserved. Not me. I'm up. I'm loud. I'm talking shit. I'm running around making fun of people. That's the kind of guy I am. But I take on this sea of red every year. Every single year. And it's just, we just beat the piss out of you every year. Is it even a rivalry anymore? I think that's what they kept saying to me for a while. Is it even a rivalry or is it just a bye week? I understand what you mean now. I get it. Just walk in there, beat the piss out of you, go on about our business, win the ReliaQuest Bowl. Very prestigious bowl. Everybody knows the prestigious bowl games are played on the Tuesdays in bowl season. He said it makes me look like a secure. I see kind of what you're saying now that you say that. I see what you mean. Jim Harbaugh did make a right against the props. Yeah, Jim Harbaugh's a good football coach. The red hoodie mob will tell you it's because Connor Stallions had some iPhone footage or just studied really, really well, and Ohio State never changed their active signaler the entire season, so he was just a football sicko and was able to figure it out. The red hoodie mob will tell you it was because of that, but they'll ignore the fact that they surrendered 12 rushing touchdowns and threw 6 interceptions across those 4 games. Maybe take a look in the mirror. Maybe take a look in the mirror. I don't think Connor Stallions had Ohio State's defensive signal that said, "Don't cover Cornelius Johnson." I don't think that was it. But I digress. Now, Michigan wins. They're in the playoff. Potential meeting with Ohio State again. Oh, imagine a world where Michigan matches up against Ohio State in the college football playoffs and beat them. Oh, you guys will all block me. None of you guys will ever speak to me again. But I'm here for it. There's hate in our heart all week, Lord Behemoth. That's just the way this goes. And I'm not going to apologize for it. I've heard all the things these people have said to me over the years. I didn't forget. I honestly was too nice about it last year. I wasn't toxic enough last year after what Michigan did in Columbus and Jack Sawyer throwing a temper tantrum. If only he had that much fight in him when it was time to tackle Khalil Mullings on a 3rd and 6, maybe he wouldn't have been in that position, but he just didn't have the fight then. He had the fight after the game, surrounded by his buddies. Begg sent me something on Twitter. What is it? Oh, it's Ohio State's records in the last like 20 years or whatever. They like to break down history, but only the history, like the periods of history that benefit what they want to say. Because if we want to talk about what happened 60, 90, and 100 years ago, let's just talk about the history of the rivalry where Michigan does have the lead, the all-time series lead. That is a fact. But are we going to break down history only into the time periods that fit what you're trying to do? Beggs, come on. Let's just talk history then. But I love you, Beggs. No matter what, I love you. And you know that. Should have hinted at this. Rage bidding gets views. You're probably right. You're probably right. If I would have threw a little teaser out there, you're probably right. I could have. In sports, it is what have you done for me lately? That's true. And I don't know. People have different opinions on what is considered lately, but Michigan has not lost to Ohio State in football in 2,187 days. I don't think that's lately. I think lately you've been taking the belt to the ass. And I believe it occurs again on Saturday. On Saturday, final score prediction for Saturday, I've got Michigan 27, Ohio State 21. That's my official prediction. Ohio State has not played a good defense all year. The average production that their defense has played against is like the 80th ranked offense. They haven't played a good offense. They haven't played a good defense. They haven't played anybody worth a fuck. Congratulations on playing Texas week 1 and putting up 17 points. And turns out they fucking stink. Julian Sayin hasn't played a real pass rush ever. Never seen Julian Sayin play a real pass rush. He weighs like 84 pounds. Guy looks like Derek from Step Brothers as a teenager. He hasn't been tested. And you know what happens? You've seen it time and time and time again. You put some pressure on a Ryan Day-led Buckeye team and they crumble. This isn't Oregon. We're not going to shit the bed in the Rose Bowl. We're going to bring a fight. We're going to punch you right in the fucking mouth. This isn't Al Golden being a dumbass, which has translated to the NFL, and saying I'm going to run man coverage against Jeremiah Smith on the biggest play of the game. This is Wink Martindale. Michigan didn't get ran out of the stadium by Oklahoma. Michigan should have done what Ohio State did. If Michigan wouldn't have scheduled Oklahoma and they would have played fucking ITT Tech week 2, they'd be sitting in the top 8 right now. Because there's still really no benefit to scheduling big out-of-conference games. It can hurt you more than it can help you. Didn't get blown out by USC. It felt like they got blown out, but it was close. But that was worse. That one was worse than the Oklahoma game. The USC game felt worse than the Oklahoma game. But I'm not saying that there is no position that Michigan on paper is better than Ohio State at on Saturday. There's not. But Michigan's been battle tested. Ohio State is not. How is the team going to deal with it when somebody walks in there and punches them in the fucking mouth and you know Michigan's going to punch them? And they haven't shown the ability to punch back yet. Michigan has had a couple ugly losses, but they've been battle tested against good teams in tough environments. What was Ohio State's biggest road game? Was it Penn State? Has 8 losses, whatever it was. But I'm done. It's past time for the show to end. I don't want to make everybody hate me so much. Paps did the wrong thing. All right, guys, we hit the hour mark. I'm making you believe, Tiger Kid. You should believe. You should have any reason to believe. You should have any reason not to believe. After last year, 21-point dogs in Columbus going out with the win, you can't tell me. Hardest road games are Washington and Illinois. I mean, Washington did have a long hardest away game. Washington did have a good home win streak. You give them that. But they haven't gone on the road and played anybody. They haven't played a Derek Moore. They haven't played a Max Bredesen. Jordan Marshall, Moeller guy, back healthy. Yes, give me Jeremiah Love for a week. I would appreciate it. Michigan just ran for 1 billion yards with running back 4, 5, and 6. Joe Moore Award finalist offensive line. You haven't been punched in the fucking face yet, but I tell you what, Saturday, noon, Ann Arbor, you're getting punched square in the fucking mouth, and I want to know if you can counter it. I should probably get upstairs and be an active and involved parent in my child's life because it sounds like her and her mom are up there fighting. But guess what? No matter what, the orange and black, the Sundays will always mean a little bit more. Don't block me. Don't run away from me. Just accept it for what it is. But I love you all, and hooday. And I will see you on the internet lots between now and Sunday. I love you all.
You're always ready to go. You already know. Grab a garage beer, let's flow. No filter needed. Beer's getting deleted. It's the Cincy Unfiltered Show. Let's go. Our boys are ready to go. Our boys are ready to go. You already know. Grab a garage beer, let's flow. No filter needed. Beer's getting deleted. It's the Cincy Unfiltered Show. Let's go.